am just waiting for the moment that I go up to a light and somebody pulls up next to me and says, "Oh man, you're not T-Pain." Hey, what's up guys? David here once again after an amazing drift day with the one and only T-Pain. What a fantastic freaking day. I'm grinning ear to ear over it because it was such a fun time. And the guy is super humble and super cool, so you should go check out his albums and stuff. Here with me is Pickle Rick. This is the Pickle Rick drift car that is T-Pain's, and he entrusted me to drive it back to the shop. And I'm not gonna be busting donuts or anything like that. Don't worry, T-Pain, I know you're watching, so don't worry. Just gonna drive it back, give you some impressions of what it's like to drive an S14 with an LS in it, and just get it back to the shop. So I figured I could take this opportunity that's so rare and show you guys what it's all about. So let's hop in and get back to the shop. One thing about LS 240s and how their exhausts lay out, and also if you put a big giant cam in it and ported heads in it, it is freaking loud. So loud that all your neighbors will hate you. Like, passionately hate you. And get this seatbelt going because you don't have harnesses. Hold on. Safety first. All right, T-Pain's drift car. Let's do this. I freaking love this thing. This is powered by an LS1, kind of the same motor that was in the Camaro SS and Corvette C5, but it's actually pretty easy to drive. You see, like, the clutch isn't bad. You can lift right off the clutch. I've never stalled this thing so far. This video is going to be dark, so I guess it'll be kind of an audio visual wonder for you all. We can just do this crazy U-turn because of the angle on it. It's funny because on the dash there's a hula girl just dancing the entire time with the cam. So driving an LS 240 is actually surprisingly balanced. You'd think that it'd be nose heavy, but with the LS motor platform, it's really not that big of a difference. If anything, it's even more balanced than some of the motors you put in a 240. The only bad thing with some of the LS powered stuff is if you don't have a really sufficient cooling system in it, they overheat very quickly. This car actually has a pretty cool story behind it. It was actually built by a local drifter here in Atlanta, and I actually saw this car drift a lot at places like Import Alliance, High Track Motorsports at Lanier. I remember seeing this car and going, wow, that's a pretty clean, pretty rad S14 drifting around. And T-Pain bought the car. I was like, I don't recognize the Pickle Rick wrap, but I kind of recognize that S14.5. When I saw the car, I saw the face on the rear duckbill, and then I saw the Pickle Rick on the hood, and I was like, oh wow, that's quite the difference from the normal red color it was. See, just like that. This is a drift car, and I can just drive it around town, no problem. The transmission is very, very notchy and good, easy to use, but the reverse is a little weird, and the shift knob is a little weird to get used to. It's kind of a weird shape. It actually feels like an e-brake, so I can totally see how people could mistake the shifter for a hydraulic e-brake. Having the dual caliper setup, that helps a lot if you want to do left foot braking and stuff like that. Driving this in the rain, so no pressure. The S14 is just such a good drift platform in every way. You see why they're still around, you see why everybody uses them. But what's even cooler is when you drive T-Pain's, because he's a car guy. I had no idea. I hung out with T-Pain all day today, and he is a 100% car nut. Like, this isn't like some sort of publicity stunt. He's super into it. He wants to be a drifter. He wants to learn how to drift. And that's why we had so much seat time today with him. And George from GMG Automotive taught him all the ropes today, and his throttle control got so much better in this car because of the linear power band this car has. I mean, I can go into third, ease into it, and it's very, very predictable. It's not a turbo car where you're going in and out of boost constantly trying to keep it in the RPMs. This is, you can just stay low in power and rev it up whenever you need it to be. What a humble, nice freaking dude. And he trusted me to drive the car back to the shop. So what a cool experience. Like, I'm never gonna forget this day because I just appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some din-din. It's gonna be good. I'm being super cautious because I don't even want to get close to curbs, so I'm doing like a 16-point turn. Driving this thing in a shopping center is really weird. I'm a giant pickle. I'm so determined to go over a speed bump and say, why? Why? This is quite the pickle. Anyone? Okay, I'm here all week. God, huge bumps, cobblestone. I don't like this. I don't like, what kind of parking job is that? I don't trust any of these people. I am not parking this car next to them. God, everyone in this area suck at parking. When you're driving T-Pain's car, you really care. God, this is such a pickle. I can't find a parking spot. I can't even say that straight faced. But T-Pain wrapped the car this way because he actually said that if he didn't make it silly and he hit a wall learning how to drift, he'd probably be a little upset, you know, if it had a nice serene paint job or wrap or something like that. But this made the car a little bit more lighthearted, and it made him think, oh, you know what, this is a car about learning, it's a car about fun. So, you know, if the wrap gets messed up, who cares? Well-renowned tests around a parking lot to see what it's like to drive his car.
1 hour later.
Hey, I had a lovely meal, now I can finally leave. I went to dinner at Pickle Rick. Earlier today, before we did some drifts, I never thought in my entire life that I would hear T-Pain say the words, I'm ready to do some sweet donies.
Sweet donies?
Sweet. Car makes right around 400 wheel horsepower, so it's literally perfect for not having too much power learning how to drift, and also not having enough. It's one of those cars that once you clutch kick it, you are already initiated. You're already ready to go. You're already ready to start sliding. Today, T-Pain made it super easy. Oh no! I got this awesome, basically carbon fiber steering wheel in my hand, which feels so weird because it's so light when you take it off the quick release. I am just waiting for the moment that I go up to a light and somebody pulls up next to me and says, oh man, you're not T-Pain. Sorry to disappoint with the scrawny little kid from Virginia. I've almost made it to the shop safely. The pickle is safe. I have almost made it to the shop. Screwed that up. Okay. One more for the road. Pow-pow. I just wanted one more backfire. All right, so with my very short seat time in Pickle Rick, I can say that LS Swap S14, pretty dope. Pretty simple, pretty easy to drive, way easier than I expected, to be honest with you. And what an amazing opportunity. So I would like to thank George from GMG Automotive and also T-Pain himself. Here, I want to get some light so you can see my face and you can see that I mean it. See, look, now you can see me. I would just like to thank T-Pain himself for giving us the opportunity to slide with him today, and also the opportunity to entrust me with driving his baby back to safe and soundness. Nice and homey, safe and sound. Thank you all so much for watching this video as I do this awkward little thing. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Pickle Rick!